All right. Welcome to a vodcast of a week 5 race between Muffins on the left and Vortex of Doom on the right, mentored respectively by Tam and Malmo here on the Super Malmo World Twitch channel as part of the Glitched Mentor Tournament for 2023. I'm Maniacal, and I'm going to be solo comming, which means I'm not going to have my push to talk on, so I apologize for that. Because last time I did this, I used push to talk, and then my wrist hurt for like 2 days straight. We got bombs in Link's house, and so that's excellent. And looks like both runners are just using a Link's house open. We're probably going to get a highly island check. Yep, both taking slightly different routes. Muffins a little bit of a cleaner route here. If you line up with the right side of that bridge, you have a nice clean dash down onto the next screen. But both runners get cleared out of the way. They're going to go over and check the hobo. And looks like they both have the setup right and both into hobo. And we'll see if anyone wants to swim clip the ice rod cave from here with those bombs from Link's house. Definitely a reasonable thing to do, because even if you screw it up, you're going to be over by ice rod cave. But neither of them really wants to swim clip right now. And that's okay too. And Muffins didn't want the sanctuary chest, but Tam is saying, nah, you better check that sanctuary chest. And good thing, because it was 100 rupees. So maybe we don't need to hold a hand today. I feel like, for whatever reason, when I solo com these vodcasts, it's always a Muffins race, apparently. 2 for 2 now. But, and I always feel like I end up low-key roasting Muffins, and I apologize to Muffins for that. Not trying to pile on, but does find a hammer there at the Bonk Rocks that Vortex decided to skip. Yeah, maybe we'll roast Vortex today. Ice Rod here in the Lost Woods, and we are getting a new DMA here from Muffins. Nice, cleanly done. It's gonna skip the Lost Woods. We'll see if Vortex is doing Lost Woods, then Bonk Rocks, and then heading over, or just taking this money and these bombs down to Kakariko. Bonk Rocks is a weird skip, and it's kind of a bad skip given that that Hammer was there today, but you know, it can't be results oriented all the time. And I imagine it's just a forgetfulness skip. Pretty easy to do that. Oh, we're going to Lumberjack? Yeah, maybe it's Lost Woods into Lumberjack and then like a DMA or Bonk Rocks. And Muffins is up on the mountain, and looks like we're gonna clip up to Hera. Good speedy clip in here from Muffins. Not gonna get bullied by those boulders today. And Vortex is going to go back and get those Bonk Rocks, find that hammer. Muffins into Tower of Hera. Nothing in the basement. Definitely want to pay attention to this next chest. See what's there. And no keys. So we are not supposed to access Hera through Hera. We're going to have to get there some other way. That some other way in HMG being to come here from the Misery Mire entrance, but haven't seen the map check, and looks like new DMA from Vortex as well. Also cleanly done. Gonna get through that cave. Is up those Lost Wood checks, but I think is down just a little bit. Muffins kind of cruising through this opener. Does have a little bit of trouble going over to East Death Mountain here, but cleaning up things pretty well. Just needs to hop on over. Is going to skip the bridge sign. A true competitor. Malmo yelled at me for, not really, for skipping the bridge sign. Malmo didn't yell at me for anything other than being an idiot. But, oh, something got Vortex while I was watching Muffins dance with the Dead Rocks. Probably a cabbage. Hopefully we got the old man saved. We're using the B to get past the Smoldorms. I approve. 2 hearts through this cave. Pretty bad. And looks like we're in the dark still. And, oh, we don't have any more Wow, another heart drop. Muffins, the luckiest. Oh, and we're getting cabbage bullied on Vortex's side. I did catch that. Yeah, this early Death Mountain stuff, as we're seeing from both runners, pretty unfortunate, but pretty high risk, right? You're not supposed to be up here with 3 hearts, no sword, green mail, but that's what this category is a lot of the time. Muffins is over into Paradox Cave here. 7 checks. 5 of them require you to at least deal with 3 mini Moldorms bouncing around the room, and typically require you to kill them, at least if you want to get back out. Vortex clipping from the right side because a little bit faster. The pixel movement you get out of Link clipping left. So far, Muffins is getting through this okay. Oh, and the hook shot, that is a great thing there. And blue mail. So now things got a lot safer. Vortex does get bullied here by these boulders. No lie here. When I'm in this situation for Vortex, I'm just like, I'm going to go to Paradox from the bottom. I've got the hammer. I'm just going to clip across the land bridge, go up, and climb on the right side, and then come back over to Hera from using the hammer, because I've spent way too long just dying doing exactly what Vortex is doing. But as Muffins showed, you can get through it, and it can be a really efficient route. And Vortex is in. So there we go. Didn't give up. Listened to Check's Human, and did a great job. And now we're getting some cross-checking. See the 10 arrows there at Lumberjack, and Vortex also discovering, yeah, Hera's nothing right now. So let's see. Yeah, Muffins, you want the ice rod? Well, maybe you don't want it, but you should definitely grab it at this point in the seed. And I guess Muffins will probably be the first into Kakariko from here, the way this is getting routed. And early hook shot's really nice, but no sword, Mentor tournament. I think it's unlikely that you see people really substantially delaying Kakariko in this mode, in this sort of format. Vortex is going to wiggle over, and nice setup there to get over to East Mountain. Oh, we're a little close to the edge there, so. And, Vortex is being careful here. And is right to do so, because those red Tektites do hit for 2 hearts, and these Dead Rocks hit for 1. He's just going to say, I'm just going to jump down and please, okay, thank you. Say, please don't get bodied by a red Tektite. I missed what was in Blind's hut there, so hopefully, let's see, on the tracker. It doesn't look like, maybe, the bottle wasn't there because we had to be early. Yeah, it doesn't look like there was anything, at least on Muffin's tracker, that came from Blind's hut. We'll see what's here in the well. Oh, blue cane, that's nice. As Vortex doing a good thing there, using the chest cutscene to freeze the Moldorm animation. Didn't get the hook shot out of the first chest checked in that cave, and so was being pretty careful trying to manipulate the Smoldorms pretty well. Paradox Cave is a scary place early in the game. It really is. Which, like, that's part of why I am not surprised to see Muffins, early into Kakariko. There's a bunch of checks, and they're relatively safe to get. We have a red crystal, red pendant, and I didn't see what was at Hera because I wasn't ready for it. But we got a red crystal, eastern, red pendant in desert. And a Quake medallion at Sick Kid. Now, because Vortex is doing Spiral Cave second, does have that hook shot to get through, saving a little bit of time. But mostly just kind of running back to the same things. And is going to save him quite. Yeah, there's not a whole heck of a lot left to do. You don't really want to go to Zora from there, and you can get that stuff later. We'll see where Vortex goes from here. This looks like heading up to Tower of Hera. And see what we're going to do. We're just going to clip up, yeah, because we can, with the hook shot. And we don't have the small key, so we don't need to be terrified of this door, so that's good. So both runners into dungeons, Vortex and Malmo choosing Tower of Hera, and Muffins continuing that Kakariko into the South Kakariko region that is Desert Palace in this mode. You kind of get priced into just going here whenever you go to Desert. No gloves, so the back becomes a trap, but also no fire source, so likely going to have to come back to Desert if there's an item, but it is a pendant, so you just kind of want to knock it out early anyway. Both are pendants, so green pendant Desert. Ooh, green pendant I'm seeing. It wasn't the blue pendant. If we can believe Muffins tracker, which I'm inclined to think we can. And the big key for Hera. Oh, we don't want... Oh, it was the green pendant in Hera, sorry. Red pendant was Desert, that's right. We're going to drop down, and we're going to see... Okay, Vortex saying, I got the big key. I can leave the pendant for now. That's kind of a heads-up play. I don't know how much time that really saves over just Hera potting again. Presumably just a little bit, probably a handful of seconds, but not something you see every day. And doesn't look like Desert has really turned up all that much for Muffins. Not surprised. Really nothing signaling that we're supposed to be over in Desert. Just kind of, it was there. And we're ending the route with Agina, it looks like. Which is reasonable. And let's see where Vortex goes next. So Tower of Hera done. Got the green pendant. Getting bullied here by blue guards. On Muffin's side. Does have that shovel. I guess the shovel might have been in Blind's hut. I didn't catch where we got that shovel. Maybe it was in Desert. But either way, it's not anything important. And we're going to Agina's cave now. And looks like Vortex is doing Graveyard Ledge into... looks like learning on the fly how to do swordless... Tomb Raider. I couldn't think of the glitch name. Doing this swordless kind of sucks because of exactly what Vortex is running into right now, which is this bush that's in the way. So So you have to throw the bomb in a way that kills this first bush, but doesn't kill the back one. That worked out really well. So yeah, cleanly done. That's trickier than it looks like. And gets a moon pearl. That's potentially a pretty important or big early find. Muffins hasn't done either Graveyard Ledge or King's Tomb yet. And we're going back into Hera, presumably with Hookshot already. This is, I mean, there's 6 checks over in East Dark Death Mountain. Can play down into Catfish here, so you can get 7 checks pretty easily the way Vortex is going. Muffins, meanwhile, cleaning up a little bit of South Shore. It seems pretty likely to nearly last locate this Moon Pearl. And with these pendants in the light world as they are, I think we're guaranteed to need the Moon Pearl, although there's all sorts of shenanigans that I'm just kind of going to watch. Stun prize is 8 bombs. I don't think we've seen Vortex check that. That's some good knowledge. That is a hideous Ice Rod Cave. All right, so we're setting up a water walk here. And now we're walking on water. We've already gotten hobos, so this is really just to traverse a little bit of overworld a little faster. And yep, Vortex is setting up to go into the Hookshot Cave here. Looks good. Has to dash turn down here, and then dash. And has to jump down off, and will be positioned to get right into the old Hookshot Cave. Just has to go a little left. There it is. Pearl that Vortex has is in King's Tomb. Got it via Tomb Raider. Of course, could have just clipped down from the mountain as normal, but with Hookshot was able to double that up with Graveyard Ledge. So we're gonna see if Muffins finds anything else substantial here in the light world, sort of in these wackier locations that runners don't really want to go to, like Zora, which is nothing, which is why runners don't want to go there. Now, okay, Leyland, Red Crystal Pod, Pendant Swamp. And it looks like Muffins has decided I am out enough of things to do, and is going to go and do Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, or at least Graveyard Ledge, presumably King's Tomb. We'll see. Here's a nice auto walk down to Catfish. Oh, goes for Quickfish, gets Quickfish. Nicely done. Muffins also Swordless Tomb Raider there. Nicely done. And I didn't catch what was on Catfish. But about to get the Moon Pearl over here on Muffin's side. And Tracker does not seem to be indicating that it was anything important. So we'll see where Vortex goes from here. Hammer, no sword, no glove. This seems like Kakariko might just be the play. Yeah, and there's a lot of density here, and 4 heart green mail, or I guess it's blue mail. I think we got a mail upgrade with that Hookshot in Paradox Cave. I can't actually tell what color Vortex is supposed to be, nor can I tell what color Muffins is supposed to be. I think it's the like little belt and stuff on this this darker sprite, shadowy sprite. But yeah, Vortex, anyone's guess. You got like Metroid Fusion Variasuit Link or whatever this is. Where it just looks like someone like fired all of the colors of paintball at you. But yeah, presumably they're both Blue Mill. I think it was in Paradox Cave, and they've both been there. And yeah, Muffins is like, actually, there's a full decanter over there. I should probably grab that. Given that I have 2 medallions. Now, Muffins has a fighter sword. Where'd Muffins get a fighter sword? I totally missed that pickup, but I'm guessing Vortex is on the way there. But between fighter sword and hookshot, that's gonna help speed up our clipping. Looks like... Oh, Muffins, you need a dash turn there. So that's gonna give back a little bit of time here. I think might have just jumped from the wrong spot. I'm not sure if that clip was from the right spot there, because it looked like he ended up a little bit further to the right than you want to land, which I assume has to be clipping from the wrong spot on the rail. Can't imagine anything else you could reasonably do there to mess that up. But looks like we're just saying, you know what? Heck, Hookshot Cave will come back with a glove, maybe. Maybe we won't. Instead, just gonna do a DMA here into North Dark World here. And see what's over this way. And oh, that's a bow. We wanna go get that. So with that bow, that's gonna open up that crystal over at Eastern. We'll see if we want to put that off to combo it with Pod potentially. Look for the mirror away from Pod Eastern. But still, a really nice pickup, good find. Not gonna touch Skullwoods. And let's see, Vortex is gonna go check the shovel. Hasn't really found anything that Muffins hasn't. What the hell was that dash? What was that? That has to be Muffins, like, daggering Vortex as an NMG runner just to like upset him, because I think it upsets everybody with sensibilities. That was a hell of a dash there at a Sea House. Yeah, this is Muffins just being antagonistic toward anyone who has played any amount of NMG, I think. Which is funny, really. Actively antagonistic strats like 6-dash Sea House. Yeah, apparently we're back on roasting Muffins for weird strats and staying out of Skullwoods. See, if you didn't watch the first episode of this show, you're not going to get half of what I say. Ooh, we got flippers, we got a mushroom. Did I miss this cave earlier? Yeah, I must have missed that we got the flippers and the mushroom in Smoldarm Cave. I knew Muffins had the flippers from doing that water walk. Missed where those had come from. Into Thieves Town here, and with that last crystal or last pendant being at Swamp, this is a crystal. It's fully beatable. No reason not to do this dungeon here, so this makes a lot of sense from Muffins. This here is the recipe. Oh wait. Oh no, the cane dash. Oh my god. Well, we made it through. Have survived the Hellway. Vortex is gonna clean up that Zora's domain area, and then be forced with a choice. But it seems like, for the most part, has done kind of the same stuff. Oh, we're just killing everything. Oh, there's the sword. It was from Waterfall Cave. Okay. But because we had the flippers, the sword is in logic, and we got silver arrows out of Thieves Town. Now go hookshot that heart. There we go. Didn't get the heart dupe, so still only one hit to give, because basically everything here deals 2 hearts. But you get one more of those hearts, and then you'll have a hit to give. I'm realizing I have no idea if we're boomeranging or if we're boomeranging here. I missed whichever of those 2 things happened. Vortex learning that Zora has $20. And Muffins wants 8 bombs. Oh no, Muffins just needs to kill everything, but is deciding that stunning the red Zazix is the way to do it. I was like, wow, you're 1 bomb below capacity. But yeah, just using the hook shot as a way to kill safely on 3.5 hearts, that makes some sense. Sometimes that guy can be a bit of a jerk. And we are going to Hera. Presumably this is going to do something in Dark World here for Vortex. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the same play down into the village area. It seems like a pretty logical thing to do here. This red Zazix, because we didn't kill it without stunning it, it's back. Could have let the stun wear off so that it would have died, or we could have just killed it without. Either way, could have gotten rid of that guy, but we didn't. But we made it to the blind fight on Muffin's side, so we'll see if blind has anything. Vortex. Oh, I thought we were going for 8 bombs. I don't know if Vortex has checked the stun prize yet, but bombs are pretty abundant. Oh, we're a little off script here. Do have the blue cane on Muffin's side, so yeah, it looks like we're just gonna at least have that ready. I would, yeah, maybe, yeah, there we go. Blue mail showing up big. Vortex grabbing that bow. Presumably going to be mostly following in Muffin's footsteps here. Doing a bit of a quicker exit from Bumper Cave. But those Chibi Ridleys there can be really kind of jerks, so don't fault anyone for taking a slower route around. Vortex. Okay, only 2 dashes here in Sea House. Not the dash out the door. And so I think we're probably going to see basically the same route here. Not doing Skull Woods, heading into Thieves at some point. Heading down to Village. Now with the hook shot and no glove, we didn't see the hammer pegs, so that could be a point of divergence here. We'll have to really pay attention to see if Vortex decides to do the hammer pegs while in Village. Dawn Venier's new tech to do the auto walkover into that area substantially cleans up routing in that check in this sort of situation. So we'll see. Muffins decided to not go for it. I know Malmo's probably in Vortex's ear about it right now, asynchronously. Because right now Malmo's restreaming and listening to me talk about what Malmo's probably doing hours ago. And corroborating that she was, in fact, telling Vortex, hey, let's do hammer pegs. So hammer pegs could be really big if Vortex checks it, because that's one that Muffins skipped. Otherwise, kind of, I wouldn't say pure behind, but like does have a little bit to make up in terms of checks and general equity within the seed. Muffins is wasting more time getting over here than going around, it seems like, but probably time neutral. Okay. Yeah, early game was rough. That's I mean, clipping up to Hera and just getting bodied like that's I wasted 8 minutes on an async just dying to that early on when I was practicing, and I was like, well, this tells me that this is not something that I should do. I should, for me personally right now, just climb the mountain or use the land bridge or, do what I gotta do. But we had Meyer shed into Hype Cave. I didn't catch what was at Stumpy. Looks like we're getting Pyramid Fairy here. Now this is a little dangerous. Oh, we're in a spot. Yeah, we that didn't look right. Muffins is judiciously saying, I'm gonna save and quit there rather than wrap and do something that would like hard lock the game. That was a new and terrifying way for that to behave. That could also potentially be pretty costly, though, because there's not really a great way back there. I guess clipping into pod, but like we haven't opened pod because why would we? Okay, looks like we might be going back for Hookshot Cave. Now we know that Hookshot Cave's not really all that exciting. Bombos for Turtle Rock. I missed that earlier. Vortex so far looking to be on script with this blind fight. Yeah, that should clean up okay. Yeah, that's about what you want to see out of blind. As long as like less than half of blind is back in the light square, he did it all right. Didn't lose too many frames. And now Muffins needs a dash turn. Yeah, nice. And Muffins is going to be into Hookshot Cave. Three recordings in a trench coat. Oh my. It's only 2 recordings, I think. Am I pre-recorded? I'm pre-recorded, guys. I don't know what to do about this. I'm scripted. But Muffins is into Hookshot Cave. Vortex is setting up this auto walkover into Hammer Pegs. Shouts to Dawn Venier in chat. Hot new tech. This is great. I forget how to do this as well. Yeah, you just like set up hook speed, walk over here, and then you do something. You probably dash and hold left, I think. Oh, and then you just kind of walk on in. I think that's it. I don't know. I've only done it once. Chat can tell me I'm wrong, but gets it cleanly, and we want to see if this is the thing. Because if it is the thing, It's not the thing. All right, well, maybe Muffins will give that time back a little bit later. And Vortex needs to get down, move back 1 pixel, buffer it down left, and then hook in. That looked like way more than 1 pixel. That is at least 2 pixels. Sword buffer dash turn. This is some movement. And yo, Muffins clipping down from Catfish over to Pod. Looks like we are going to open the front of Pod. I'm a fan of this in this mode, even though we can just go into Pod from Cave State. That clip down from Catfish, I love to see it anyway. And Vortex is back out from the hammer pegs. Why is Muffins dashing from 1 tile away through every south-facing door? Like, what is going on? I've caught it twice now. Is this just, like, Muffins' movement tech? Like, what is going on? I'm just going to watch every time Muffins heads toward a south-facing door. Okay, we didn't walk through that one, or we didn't dash through that one. We walked. We did dash into bonking on the door though, but we had to do that. And Vortex is gonna continue this play down into the mire area. So just dash south and you're in. And your camera is, or your rain state is doing funny things. And Muffins finds Bombos. That could open that Turtle Rock entrance that we never want to open. And I guess we have all of the non-small key things, so I'm guessing it's a 4 small key front based on how Muffins is handling this. Vortex over toward... I guess we already checked Stumpy. Okay. And he is not going to clip across, it's just going to run around. But I think if you synced up, like, the amount of time that Muffins spent doing the clip versus Vortex running around, I think Vortex is saving time here, even though, not executing the glitch. But it's Glitch Mentor Tournament, so just, jam those glitches, even when they're bad. No other way to make them good, but to do them while you're bad at them long enough. And so we'll see. This is a point where Vortex could get some checks. Some checks we haven't seen yet from Muffins. I like what Muffins and Tam have done, though, to sort of fix the route here and give Muffins an out by opening Pod to get back over to do Pyramid Fairy. Like, that's a real judicious choice. I like the choice a lot. I don't know if that's a Muffins call or a Tam call. But because you hecked up doing your pyramid swim clip, coming down from Catfish to open front of Pod, so that you can run out from Pod to get it back over to here in case it is the glove, I think that's a great safety. I'm assuming that that's part of the conversation that's been happening over on the left screen. Vortex just needs to swim real slow and deliberate until slight. Oh no, we're too soon. We just gotta jump out. Yep. Go back and do it again. I'm familiar with this dance. This is. Oh no, I guess we're despawning a Hinox. I think is what was going on there. A maybe moderately attractive statue there from Muffins. Camera was. Oh no! Oh, we gotta go down. And... It's still later than you think. Yeah, The problem is Link's big fat head on the left of the sprite. Like, left skews your sense of where you are. But you gotta think, there's all that Link body underneath the water. Dragon behind, and you gotta get that centered with the hole. I was going to talk about how I'm focusing on Swim Clip Try 3 instead of watching what's going on Muffin's side. And there's not a lot going on Muffin's side. There's Dark Pod Basement, so there's really not that much to watch. And Vortex is into the Pyramid Ferry, so new checks here. Oh, a lamp and a blue boom. That's gonna save a little bit of time over there in Pod if we're headed to Pod, and I assume that we're gonna head to Pod because we have the lamp, silver arrows, a hammer. Yeah, that lamp has logical implications. That makes a lot of sense. Because that clip is not in logic. The mirror offset is, I believe. I have no idea why the flippers clip to pyramid is not in logic, but the one to ice, like, what is up with the Ice Palace logic in this mode? I'm not going to go on a diatribe about it, but like, it feels wildly inconsistent. But we're heading back out. Presumably, Muffins is going to the pyramid. Oh, and Vortex is headed to the mushroom turn-in, and is going to clip down to Eastern, but not Pod. Oh, Muffins is chunking along. Okay. Gotta hold it a little longer. There we go. Malmo has gotten to teach at least 2 people about this clip this week. I hope that that's deeply satisfying. It looks like everyone's going to Eastern Palace. We'll see what we find here in Eastern. So far, not a lot, but we will find at least a crystal, so that's good. Both of these runners are 2 and 2 so far in the Swiss. So going to be looking to get that third win. But it's interesting. I like this matchup because I feel like Muffins has a little bit more glitch experience than Vortex. I think Vortex just has a little bit more a Link to the Past experience, maybe. Just in like an energy sense. So it feels like a pretty even match, which that's kind of what you get late in Swiss. It's interesting to get these matchups of very different qualities of players that add up to give a comparable performance. Not that one's like high quality or low quality, but just like they have very disparate skill sets. I think that's maybe a term that is safer to use. And let's see, we got Vanilla Big Q. We're both having to grab this, so not really going to save too much time over anyone in Eastern. So even if there's nothing here, you got to come in to get the crystal. Big Key's vanilla. It seems fine. You don't feel bad doing this at any point because you're just going to have to. So even though so far there's been nothing, we'll get a crystal at the end. But okay, yeah. Muffins does get through the Eastern Darkroom in the back. Vortex, having the lamp, does get to save a little bit of time there. So we've seen Vortex, by virtue of having that lamp from Pyramid Fairy, and then also just slightly cleaner movement, overtake Muffins in this dungeon, carving up a little bit of the time, but then has spent more time kind of doing some of the glitching and maybe even learning some of the setups on the fly. Oh, but this is not a 125 Armos Knights. But in fairness to Vortex, you don't have silvers for this fight normally, so that's a rando Armos Knights. Pretty sure Muffins was first into Eastern, and Vortex is absolutely first out of Eastern, so it looks like Vortex gained a few seconds. Did have the lamp, so would have had faster dark rooms. That probably was the majority of the time. Definitely didn't save time on that Armos Knights fight. Now we're back to roasting Vortex. See where Vortex chooses to go from here. Oh, we're going to the left. Are we doing a DMD or are we... Oh, we're going to Hera. Okay. So what are we going to do from going to Hera? I was going to say, we aren't using the small key here. Going to Dark World. We do have hammer and hook shot and a bow and a fire source. There's like a lot of GT we could do. But it looks like we're going into pod. Going into pod this way, though. Does get a nice first try clip into pod. Muffins has already been in pod, so has already beaten pod even. Gets to 254 keys. Don't spend them all in one place. And Muffins is making that play into Ganon's Tower. And this seems like a a very reasonable play. Probably won't be climbing GT here, just because of no fire source. So even if the keys all line up so that you don't need the Cane of Samaria, I'd be surprised to see Muffins do the climb here. Whereas Vortex having that lamp. So what do we still need for go mode, right? That's a good thing to stop and check in on. We need to find that fire rod. Need to find the Cane of Samaria. I guess we need to find a Master Sword somewhere. Got to find at least one glove. Realistically, one glove. Not too much else, though. Looks like Vortex is going for this pod right side hover. Spending only slightly more time than it takes to walk back out of the door. Yeah, this is NMG brain on glitches here. I suffer the same fate, Vortex, where like rooms you could normally do because you're overloaded with all the glitch stuff just fall apart. I was making it through pod okay. I'm going to lose too much time. No cane. There was a favorable layout of items to do both sides. Tempered Sword here, and apparently also Master Sword Ganon's Tower. Those are some finds. Let's see what's here in Rando Room. You want a pre-menu to hookshot there, Muffins. Pre-menu. And let's see, Vortex is gonna, okay, use the bomb to go that way. I wasn't sure if we were doing that, if we are doing the old NMG bomb jump, just for the hell of it. I love the old NMG bomb jump for reference. I think it's fun. Or just hovering it, also fun. I don't know if Vortex is enough of an NMG boomer to know that bomb jump, though. It's been obsolete for a real long time. I think Vortex, despite having a very good time, is newer than that. The bomb jump from pod main room to go directly to the back along like the top left of the room. So you bomb jump like up to there. But because of health management and bomb management, it's hammer yump obsoletes it. It's like a very, very boomer strat. But it would have been a good situation for it, I think. Rather than waiting for the bomb to explode and running back around. I feel like it's useful in like 15% or so of pod layouts. So I do it a fair amount of the time. It's a fun bomb jump. I think more people should do it. We've released the fairy, that's good, and Vortex has taken that death warp, doesn't have the mirror. And looks like we're flipper wrapping into Ice Palace here for Muffins. This flying cupcake is going to be a jerk. Yeah, it's just heck the flying cupcake, but we're just going to dumb clip over. This is an interesting situation we found ourselves in. But okay. Looks good. It looks like maybe Muffins is getting some live mentor. Oh, that's that might be too far down. Might not be. Usually I do this from like another tile up, but it looks like it's okay. Oh no, this is definitely Muffins learning the flipper wrap on the fly. I'd be surprised if Muffins doesn't know the Ice Palace flipper rap. But yeah, looks like we're good to go. Just got to wrap and then hold down. And yeah, we're good. Just gotta going into Ice Palace. Vortex with that lamp, saving a little bit of time in Pod Basement. Muffins remembering to clip into Ice Palace. Does kill the Freezor. Tam might have called him off. This does not look like Pengator skip to me. This looks like Pengator not skip. Malmo is saying, always Pengator skip an IPBJ route. I would click to learn more. I want to understand this call. Does find a big key there in Pengator, so I think Malmo route would have been maximally punished. And we're getting some back of escape here with that Power Glove off of Helmasaur King. A little bit of divergence here. And nothing in back of escape. And this is IPBJ route, but that was not IPBJ. I'm not sure if Muffins still has the Farrier or not. Muffins maybe also to Zoomer for IPBJ. It does get across. And we're getting a Spike Cave from Vortex. This is another one of those checks that has big payoff potential behind this glove. One of those places that, if it's the answer, you can pretty comfortably feel like you got here first. Does not look like it is the answer today. But Vortex has knocked out a few of those sort of nastier spots. We'll see if Muffins ends up giving that time back or if just has the skips. But yeah, good to grab Spike Cave on the way down here into Ganon's Tower. Having that Power Glove now. Muffins did Helma King early, so I'm surprised didn't do Spike Cave, actually. Because would have had Cane of Burna, Glove, and Hammer before going to GT. Huh. Yeah, I don't know about that Spike Cave skip. Maybe just decided that didn't want to do it. Hex Spike Cave doesn't exist. It's not real. There's no items there anyway. I do deeply appreciate how chat is like, 80-90% of people who are way more knowledgeable about glitch categories than me, and yet I'm the one here that you're all stuck listening to. So I appreciate all the corrections and the deep discussion. My bandwidth to follow that while watching two screens is admittedly limited. But Vortex does get that first of 2 swords there in the Stalfos room. Is about to get that second one in Rando room as Muffins is headed into Cold Stare. Should be a pretty cozy Cold Stare. Especially, there's some... That's an interesting Bombos setup there. I'm assuming it has to do with the icicle falling. I'm going to see what Muffins does here. Oh, no, Muffins just doesn't have a Bombos setup or isn't comfortable with it. I was wondering about those sword buffers. I thought that might have been like a timing thing. But if it was, it didn't work. But it does have Tempered Sword and a Cape, and we know how that works. Does get the crystal. That's the most important part. Big key to going fast in this game is not dying, and Muffins did the important part. Let's see what Vortex chooses to do here in Ganon's Tower. I kind of like climbing here for Vortex. Now, we know because of the Pyramid Fairy, the red crystals... Oh gosh, which ones were the red crystals? One was Pod, which we got, and the other was in Light World Eastern. So, yeah, both of the red crystals are in Logic, so we could have gotten the Pyramid Fairy items logically. So, yeah, the climb should be in Logic, I think. If I'm remembering properly which dungeons were the red crystals. Or wait, the lamp... Yeah, Helmasaur King is not in Logic because of the lamp. So yeah, Pod needs lamp. Why is Pod lamp locked? Like, come on. People. No one cares. No one cares about Eastern and Pod needing the fire. We all ignore it. I can understand NMG logic ignoring it, but glitched logic? Really? It's important. It's absolutely important in this seed. And so now, with that information, we know we're not getting Mirror here, but we also know we don't necessarily need Mirror. And so, yeah, Vortex is going to climb. I like the play. Oh, that's not 125. Sorry, Vortex. Roof call. Nah, Ganon Ball Z is just miserable. Good dash cancel there in Gauntlet 3. Yeah, Gauntlet 3. Gauntlet 5 doing what it does, and we are back into Hera here. Climbing Hera the regular way here for Muffins, which presumably means we're key stealing from the rat. Yeah, this looks like we're going to key steal from Dark Cross or from Escape. Now, this is the leaving the pots there setup that I'm not familiar with. Oh, we're removing the pots one at a time. This looks good, but also The Discord screencast is pretty blurry at times, so I can't tell exactly what ground pixels the runners are on a lot of the time. It looks like we are into Dark Cross. Now, I don't know. I don't think we've been to the front of Escape here on Muffin's side. So this might just be, yeah, this is just the Dark Cross item. We went to Hera just for that and didn't open the door. So it wasn't even a key steal. So I'm trying to think, what is even open to Muffins right now? That looked like the attractive play. He has to be running out of stuff. Oh, we're going up Hera again. And small key on top of GT. Haven't seen what was here, but again, you know, for Vortex, it's kind of a free roll, right? You lose a little bit of overworld travel by not doing this last, but you get 4 checks early. Two of the 4 checks were small key and garbage. I didn't catch what was in Mini Helma Room, but looking at the tracker, it does not look like it was any of the key things for which we are looking. So, red mail, yeah, I can't tell. Vortex's sprite may be slightly differently colored. It looks cool. Unlike Variasuit and Metroid Fusion. Trellbill offering the counterpoint that GT seems awkward when you're at Fire Rod and Kane from Go. I disagree. Looked like Muffins also wanted to just drop and get that big chest. So both runners making the same play there. Because you're doing the basement of GT, you're already in there. Like, just climb. There's a little bit of time you save in the climb with Fire Rod, but... And Kane's nice for Wizrobes, but... Oh, Flute on Ether tab. Does that do anything relevant? I think no. I think it doesn't. Climbing, like once you're in the basement, you're kind of priced into it with the fire source. I agree with Muffins not climbing because Muffins doesn't have that lamp from Pyramid Fairy. Rather inexplicably, did not choose to go get the lamp following Pod Eastern, despite having opened the front of Pod. I guess just wanted to get into Eastern, or isn't comfortable with the swim clip. But Muffins seems fairly comfortable with a lot of the glitches. It's really surprising to pass on that swim clip there. Oh, we're seeing Vortex on the fly flippers wrapping. So we're learning the flippers wrapped Ice Palace. This is I love seeing the live learning. Nice hook speed here. Tap up and then down, jump, and yep, we're good to go. But yeah, Vortex is taking it slow because don't heck it up. You don't want to heck this one up, but okay, now we're safe. Yep, and he's in. Vortex also going to kill the freeze, or I guess this is that berry key steal, same thing that Muffins did. Nope, Vortex is just saying, oh, no, oh, wait, I don't know what Vortex is saying. And Muffins is going all sorts of places, okay. Muffins is okay. Muffins did not unlock the camera in a bad way. There was some up and down swimming that was scary to me because I don't fully understand. I'm glad I'm not the only person who was scared by that. It looked scary. Gets that lamp. Oh, we have bottles full of stuff. I think there's at least one bee in a bottle, which we probably don't want anymore with the lamp, but... And yep, just that shield still. Camera was aligned so that we saw that on the way in. Oh god. Where are we going for Muffins? We're swimming now. I don't know where we're swimming to. I do not recognize this route from Muffins. I'm excited to see where it goes. Oh, we're going to Hammerpegs. Okay. We're going to Hammerpegs this way. It seems slower than the clip from Village, but if you just didn't do the clip from Village, I can get behind this choice. It's Hammerpegs, but without the camera all hecked up. Oh, but we are going to hook clip back out. A lot of little clips today, and we're back into Village, so that's nice. And where are we going from here? Is this the Mire dive? Are we really out of stuff? It's Mire versus bad parts of Turtle Rock for one in logic check. Yeah, like Turtle Rock doesn't seem great. Yeah, I think this just has to be Mire. Kane is in TR in like 30% of these seeds. Oh, Swamp is in logic. Yeah, that makes a good bit of sense. Swamp is available and in logic, and we go there through here. We've seen 0 of Swamp, though. But I think we're about to see more of Swamp. That said, I don't mind, you know, Ice Palace and being where Vortex is. I guess it is contingent on the fire source and the small keys, so... I think if the small key is on Vitreous and on left side, then we're behind Lamp. But I think if it's just one, then we're okay, but I'm not certain. But this seems fine. There's one on the bridge. And Vortex gets through Ice Palace. And I'm curious what the next play is. This Mire Swamp stuff seems pretty likely. This looks like it could be... Oh, no, might be front of castle. Hour 14 in. Time to see the uncle. Should never visit the uncle. wasn't anything. Yep. Whereas we found Fire Rod on left side Mire. So, that's cool. Where's the mirror, I guess? This is, yeah, not our first K45, but it will, I think, be our first checkerboard. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten back to checkerboard, although this does not seem like the way. Okay. I guess that works. That's a cool way to checkerboard that I had not seen before. So thank you, Vortex and/or Malmo. It scared me. And ooh, that doesn't scare me. That excites me. But now this is gross because the lamp is still locking this. Because our glove is from Helmasaur King. So, do we care about the mirror? And if we had to care about the mirror, this would be interesting. But I don't think we have to care about the mirror. But that cane's going to be a big get there for Vortex, because that will facilitate the clear here on Mire. But yeah, both runners are dodging the go mode location. We now know where everything is. Vortex has to go get the Fire Rod from Firelocked Mire, which is gross, because why would you want to chase behind Lamp before the mirror shows up? Other than that mirror doesn't matter. And Muffins, almost comically, is going to Skullwoods before has to. But it's taking the Fire Rod up to Skullwoods, and this makes a ton of sense. This is like the thing you go do. But we know needs to go to Checkerboard Cave, but this could very reasonably get you down to Checkerboard Cave in if the mirror shows up. I'm trying to think of how to give Muffins credit on getting to Checkerboard Cave, and I think it really hinges on the mirror or piecing the logic together and aggressively last locating there. I guess we didn't have anything from front of Skull, or hadn't checked it, because are doing Under the Bridge first. Could be a back to front here, and check how Muffin's routed, but we're in the back of Skull, gonna kill Moth. Vortex clearing out Pendant Desert. Not finding anything. Yeah, mirror. I mean, it matters only for logic, but we'll see if it shows up. It can't be right side GT. I don't know if there's a small key on right side GT, so I mean, it wasn't in the climb. The cane is locked behind the only glove we've seen. It could. So I guess the mirror could be glove locked. It just would have to be locked by the other glove. Looks like Vortex may be going to Misery Mire. This is good for Vortex. This should set up that go mode. And with GT already done, this is shaping up pretty good, but he's behind by, of course, the Skullwood's clear. I think Vortex did finish Cold Stare, right? I don't think Vortex is down by an Ice Palace. I think Vortex did clear, and it's just that Vortex doesn't have it on the tracker. And Muffins also doing that GT climb, also saying, you know, don't need the mirror, heck the logic. Oh man, if you're taking that top route through that room, I guess you should probably just hook clip down when you push the block for opening the door. I've never seen anyone do that, but now I want to. It feels like it should be fast. Only in as much as the top route in that room can be fast, which it isn't, but it's safe. And I guess if you really want to do the room on one heart, Vortex on his way to the Fire Rod, Muffins on his way to climbing for red mail and nothing, but, you know, has to clear GT at some point. Could very easily... No, can't... What do we know about where Kane has to be on Muffin's side? I mean, we really have no guidance on where Kane has to be. So yeah, Kane could be here in Muffin's mind. If Muffins knew a priori where the cane was, we would know that the cane presumably could not be here unless the glove is out there. Or mirror. But with the information that Muffins and Tam have, no reason Kane's not here. And doing a little dash dance there, getting that Fire Rod. This is a Landmo 2 right here. This is going. There's things happening on Muffin's side. Let's watch Vortex. All right. Are we we're not preserving Spooky. Oh, we're setting up up the other Spooky. I guess we've ruined Spooky somehow, but we're setting it up, and we're doing this miserable setup here. We didn't get it. Okay. That setup sucks, and it's like the day one Spooky setup, and it's why I refused to learn it for like months. Yeah, Fluteless Spooky is miserable. I spent like 30 minutes on it one day, and I remember seeing the pace bin with like the bird sets the variable now, and I was just like, no, I'm out. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't likely to save me time. Vortex does get through Mire. Interesting, Muffins wants the helmet key. I guess we need the helmet key, yeah. Muffins needs the helmet key. Where are the other keys? Oh, the key was here. That's why. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. I was trying to figure out which small key Muffins didn't get. It's the one in the chest in the room that Muffins hasn't been in. So Muffins getting a little unfortunately randoed by the small key placements in GT. Let's see, for Vortex, how do we finish this? I guess we're going to Swamp. Oh no, we're going somewhere else. We're intensely debating where to go on Vortex's side. Okay, we're gonna wrap to Turtle Rock. This seems fine. Gotta do Turtle Rock at some point. Gotta do Skull Woods. Guess we don't have to do Swamp, it's Pendant. So we don't have to touch Swamp. That makes a lot of sense as to why runners haven't gone to Swamp at all, is we really just don't need to go there. That said, there is still a chance that Muffins gets baited to Swamp. It is starting to look like it's the leading density available, but it's gross. But I wouldn't fault Muffins for making the call over into Swamp here. It's a lot of items. We're still wrapping on Vortex's side, and is Muffins going to get Kane? This looks like Muffins is going to get Kane. Yeah, this looks a lot like we're going to get Arcana Samaria. So this is gonna be fairly close. Muffins ahead by Skull Woods. Has done the GT climb, so both runners have that out of the way. Oh, good old mirrorless laser bridge wrap. Here, Malmo is doing some live mentoring, I think. This looks fine. Yep, okay. This looks... no, not good. Okay. And it looks like we're super jumping here on Muffin's side, so watch for flying links. He's zooming. Not sure why we're super jumping. I mean, we want to go to South Dark World for something. Okay, we're just going over this way. That looks okay. That was not okay. Okay, yeah, so we're bailing on the Finding Mire entrance problem, and which is miserable. No blaming Muffins for that choice, and instead going into Swamp to fix the camera. Alright, Muffins is into Mire area. This is a nice, like, purple drank Mire. I dig it. Normally, I'm not a big fan of the palette shuffles, but that Mire was pretty swell. We got quite a Mire or two going on here, but we got it done. Kept Sword Beam, so that's good. And we're going for try 3 here for Laser Bridge Wrap. Okay. Can we wrap? This looks good. We're zooming, and we're in. Nailed it. I was gonna say, Vortex, you have bombs, right? Please tell me you have a bomb. We got the small key, but we're looking for... Okay, we're looking for Blue Rupee. We found what we wanted. Yeah, Muffin's not messing around with any of that fluteless spooky. This is... Uh-oh. At least we didn't put ourselves in some sort of jail yet. Okay, good. Vortex would surely know how to get out of peg jail there. That's an NMG thing. Vitreous down for Muffins. So Muffins still has to do Turtle Rock, Vortex, Turtle Rock, and Skullwoods. But oh my god, that is horrific. Looks like someone dropped a Furby in, like, I don't even know what. But that bunny sprite was something. There's the mirror, by the way. So we can presumably mirror back to Laser Bridge. And gets that, and mirrors right back. Yeah, good. So yeah, Laser Bridge wrap saving basically as much time as it could. That mirror placement, really fortunate for Vortex. Presumably it will be equally fortunate for Muffins, but we'll see how Muffins chooses to play this. Looks like might not be going to Turtle Rock that way, so I think if I'm mathing right, it's going to save a little bit less time with the mirror. Oh, nope. Looks like we are wrapping to Laser Bridge. So this is a potential time save for Muffins. All right, Muffins. Looks to be... taps down, taps up. Left. Needs to jump down. And yeah, is holding left through the jump and gets in. So yeah, got through pretty quickly. So yeah, this looks like it's going to end up being fairly close. I feel like Muffins releasing the fairy, cognizant of the situation in which he is. Muffins and Tam on top of it, but of course is going to just find the mirror on the way to the big key, presumably. Probably not going to skip the lava chest, but we'll see. We'll see how it gets routed. But I did like the fairy release there, prepping that death warp. Surprised we don't take a roller hit there, but there's a lot of things to take damage from. But red mail, it's slow, so probably would have taken a roller hit there. Yeah, you do need to grab the crystal vortex. That is still required. Now we have normal looking Link. Interesting that Muffins wanted to lose Bunny there, like waited at the door deliberately to lose Bunny, and I'm wondering why. I don't think there's a good reason for it, but maybe there is. I think Muffins is asleep, so probably can't comment on it right now. Tam's around, maybe Tam can tell us. Oh, wait. This is some spaghetti chomps here. But we're going to get the mirror back and benefit from the same situation that Vortex had, so... Muffin's saving a little bit of time here. Mostly on the wrap to Laser Bridge. And so, yeah, it looks like Muffins is going to have a lead here. Outer Turtle Rock into the end game, which is going to be fairly short, the Ganon fight here. But Vortex should have a pretty quick Skullwoods, just needs to go to the back, kill the Moth. We'll see, we are getting a 2-cycle here from Trinex with some bonus sword lag, so Muffins is giving back what can be given back in this reasonably, but does get through it and is going to preserve some of that lead. Oh, and heck the Fire Snake. Thanks for the RNG Skullwoods. Nice Mummy Hellway. Or reasonably nice Mummy Hellway. And saving Quidden from Muffins. Just needs to go to fight Ganon. That looked okay. Nice poke there to get Moth dead. Good Moth fight. But is gonna be behind by, you know, a lot of this trek to Ganon, but it looks like it's gonna be a fairly close race. And Muffins with deciding to grab the fairy. It's a choice. But, you know, red mail, half magic, silvers, tempered. May as well have full health. Doesn't cost too much time, so. Vortex, meanwhile, getting a nice boost off of the pitchfork carrying guy there. And yeah, Muffins is just gonna wail on Ganon here, make the most of that cape, get the 1-on-1. As Vortex is gonna drop into Ganon. Why do hard strat when easy strat's available, right? Gets the Trident spin. So Fire Rod was left side Mire top chest. Cane of Samaria, the other item. So that was the Fire Rod was the go mode for Vortex, and for Muffins, go mode was Cane of Samaria in Checkerboard Cave. But Muffins does get through Ganon, assuming nothing weird happens. Muffins will finish first, but Vortex really not far behind. But GG to Muffins. Looks like gonna win this one. Assuming can capably click buttons in race time, but I have no doubts. We did it. And Vortex getting that triple. A little bit of, phase 4 stumble, but cleans it up with a nice triple there and is going to cross 30-ish seconds behind? Yeah, just about 30 seconds behind. So, pretty close race there. GG also to Vortex. And also to Tam and Malmo. Nice run. Don't think we have either of the runners. Like I said, I think Muffins is probably asleep. I know Malmo's here in chat. Don't know about Vortex. Don't know if anyone wants to come in and chat about it. But otherwise, that's going to do it for me. Don't think there's too much else to say. Cool race, though. Cool race. Big thanks to Malmo for choosing to vodcast this, and thanks to Malmo for being able to wait until I was able to get through enough work that I was able to justify chilling for 100 minutes to commentate this one. Hopefully, folks have enjoyed it. Hopefully, if Vortex and Muffins watch it back, they find it useful or something. But yeah, with that, I think we are basically officially at the end of week 5 of the Glitch Mentor Tournament. So we'll see when those pairings for week 6 are out, the ultimate week of Swiss. And then we'll be into brackets. Next week is going to be more of the same mode. It's going to be HMG, no assured sword start. And Malmo saying expect pairings tomorrow. That could be as soon as 25 minutes from now. So be constantly refreshing Discord and check out those pairings for week 6. Really looking forward to seeing all the races. Everyone's learned a whole bunch, and it's going to be great. But yeah, it's going to do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and hop out the call and just let the credits roll. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the race, everyone. And thanks again to Malmo for letting me hop in on this one.